Welcome, everyone. I'm Kimberly Boschman, and this is the Intentionally Intuitive Podcast. In this episode, we're going to take a look at each personal month forecast for June 2023. Before you listen to your personal month forecast, make sure that you check the calculation because it is different from calculating the life path number. So you want to make sure you're listening to the right one. Now, this, of course, is a general forecast. If you want to get more specific and look at your own personal numerology and your own personal forecast, go ahead and book some time with me. I would love to take a look and to work with you. My information is in the description box below. All right, let's take a deep dive. Personal month threes. So for you, the month of June could bring in a lot of activity on your social calendar. So this could be a very social time. This could be a time for networking, for collaborating, for meeting new people, especially people who could potentially help you in some way, or you could help them in some way to work on some creative project. 3 energy is a very creative energy. So you might find that your creative juices are flowing this month. The big key here is don't suppress that. Don't hold yourself back. Don't try to hide from the limelight. This is a great time to be seen, be heard, to express yourself creatively, to share your beautiful ideas, to get them out there, to get them into the spotlight. If you have some kind of a project that you want to launch, this is a great time to launch a project, to pitch an idea, to apply for a different job or a different career or something along those lines. Putting yourself out there, expressing yourself, sharing your creative ideas, all very much supported under this energy. You may also see that you have opportunities for travel this month, and that's very much supported. If you do have an opportunity to do so, whether it's near or far, it's very much supported, and you may find that you get some creative insights on that trip, right? Or meet new people on that trip who play some kind of pivotal role in your journey, right? So definitely very much if you can get away for fun as well, right? The 3 energy also taps into our inner child and sort of forces us to not neglect our joy, our play, right? To have more fun. To, again, go on vacation, to travel, to meet new people, to be a little bit more social, all of those things. Now, of course, the energy can be present. It's what we do with it that makes the difference. So if this energy is there, sort of enticing you or sort of encouraging you to be a little bit more social or network or, get yourself on a platform and share those big ideas, start a YouTube channel, start a podcast, whatever the case may be. But you don't do it, then, the energy can't work for you, right? So pay attention to anything that comes in for you this month that's sort of enticing you to, just put yourself out there to stand on the stage and use the microphone, right? This can also be, like I said, a very creative period for you all. So this is a great time to, again, start a book. Any way that you can express yourself creatively, but through the written or the spoken word is very much supported at this time. So you may see communication come up for you as well. You may see the lines of communication open where they have been previously sort of cut off or there was miscommunication. You could see making some headway in those areas. Now, June 3rd, we have a full moon. So for you all, this is going to highlight the energy of the 1. So this is really encouraging you to be a little more assertive, to really spend some time sort of exploring what it is that you want. What is it that you need in order to thrive, and how can you go after that? The 1 energy is going to ask you to be the visionary, to think outside the box, to do things differently, to take a risk. So there could be some things that come up for you around this full moon where you have to sort of face some of those irrational fears and find that confidence to, again, assert yourself, to stand in your power, to own your space, especially with the 1 and the 3 energy combined. This is big energy. And so the 1 is going to be very innovative. The 3 is very creative. So you put those 2 together and something wants to be birthed. Something wants to be created. And this full moon is going to put basically a spotlight on whatever that is. So absolutely pay attention to those big ideas that come in for you. They're probably going to feel bigger than you. They're probably going to feel sort of larger than life or unconventional or different. And people might not understand that vision, but that's okay. Whatever it is, it's coming into you for a reason. So it's up to you to take the reins, to run with it, basically, right? To ignite that fire and let it go. Meaning you're behind the wheel here. So what are you going to create? What are you going to do? This is not a time for making yourself small, for standing in the shadows. This is absolutely the time for being seen, being heard, and sharing those big ideas and making it happen. One energy is very resourceful, and very solution focused. So this is a great opportunity to make those sort of more, those ideas, those concepts, to turn them into some kind of reality, right? Something tangible. So big, big energy, especially at the beginning of the month for you all. Now, around June 18th, we have a new moon. And this new moon for you all is bringing forth the energy of the 7. So this can be a lot more about self-reflection, about contemplation. Now, it's kind of interesting because you have this 3 energy that's very big, wants to be social, wants to be out in the world. It's a lot more extroverted in its vibration. But then you have the energy of the 7, which is a lot more sort of reserved, sort of more inward facing. It wants to sort of dive a little bit deeper into the psyche of self, of others. It wants to explore, right? It wants to get to the truth of something. It's more introverted, so to speak. And so you might feel a little bit of push-pull, where there's things that you really want to dive into and explore and go into a little bit more of hermit mode around this new moon. But then you've got this 3 sort of energy that you're working with this month, sort of pulling you out into the world. So just try to find your balance there. Don't neglect either side of yourself. If you need some alone time for contemplation, for self-reflection, for sort of meditation, whatever, or to focus on your holistic health, go for it. But definitely don't let that override the need for socializing, collaborating, working with others, sharing ideas. Because when you can sort of come to the center of those energies, I think you could see some big things happen. You may see some things come up around contracts around the end of the month, new contracts. So you might be buying or selling something. You might be entering into some kind of legal agreement, contract, binding contract, something along those lines. It would not surprise me if it was some kind of creative project, because again, you're under an influence of the 3. So it could be that, you get your work commissioned, or you get new clients, or whatever the case may be. But there's definitely something contractual potentially coming in around this new moon that's new, right? That has the potential to help you in some way, to express yourself, to share your ideas. So incredibly beautiful energy there. Also, again, I think I mentioned this, but just pay attention to like holistic health around this new moon. There might be something new that you need to pay attention to that crops up for you, or a new solution could come in for you around something. And really with working with 3 energy, when this big creative life force is trying to move through us, if there's anywhere that it's being restricted, we could see physical things kind of come up. So just make sure that you're moving your body, that you're, whether it's through dance or just walking or going to the gym, whatever feels good for you, but moving your body helps to move that energy if you're not actually actively creating something. So that sort of would tie in with that 7 energy as well. But beautiful, beautiful energies. I will also say around this new moon, pay attention to your dreams, to any intuitive hits, any psychic downloads that you get around this time, because it is a new moon. So this is a time for planting seeds, germination, new starts. And it's 7 energy, so there's something very intuitive, something behind the scenes, behind the veil that you sort of will have access to. And because you're under this 3 influence this month, there's something creative there that wants to be birthed through you. So pay attention to the big ideas and inspirations that come in for you, especially around this new moon, because I think that could be significant. So I hope it is a fabulous month for you all. Take care, everyone. Bye for now.